Sean "Diddy" Combs was arrested on Monday. The arrest comes months after several sexual assault lawsuits were filed against Combs and follows a Homeland Security raid on his mansions in LA and Miami in March. Diddy was arrested on a federal indictment in New York, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean "Diddy" Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal." To his credit, Mr. Combs has cooperated with this investigation and voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. "Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court," Mark Agnifilo, attorney for Combs, said in a statement. Some of the allegations against Sean Diddy. Combs. Cassie accused Sean Combs of raping, sex trafficking, and abusing her in a lawsuit settled in less than 24 hours. Combs would give Cassie ecstasy, cocaine, ketamine, marijuana, alcohol, and other drugs in excessive amounts during these parties. Months later, disturbing footage showed Combs viciously assaulting Ventura at a hotel in 2016. Combs later apologized for the assault in the video. Lawsuits. Multiple lawsuits have been filed against Combs, including Dawn Richard of Danity Kane, accusing him of decades-long patterns of sexual assault, vindictive and violent behaviour, and sex trafficking, all of which Combs has vehemently denied. A woman identified only as Jane Doe filed a lawsuit alleging that Combs and others coerced her into flying from Detroit to New York City to hang out with him at his studio in 2003, when she was 17. Once the young woman arrived at the studio, Combs and Harve Pierre, who later became the president of Bad Boy Records, and a third unnamed assailant got her intoxicated, to the point that she couldn't consent to sex with anyone, and they took turns raping her. Afterward, she was taken to an airport and flown back to Michigan. Rodney Jones, a music producer, worked on Combs's The Love album. The suit claims that he was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs from 2022 to 2023. Jones believes that Combs drugged him before some of these sexual encounters, and alleges Combs promised money, property and career advancement, as well as threatening physical harm. Sex trafficking raid. The Department of Homeland Security raided multiple homes belonging to Combs in March as part of an investigation related to sex trafficking, which he was accused of in various lawsuits before the raid.
The hip-hop legend and his legal team offered a $50 million bond, weekly drug tests, a GPS monitor, no contact with witnesses, and no female visitors except family, hoping to secure his freedom. The hip-hop legend and his legal team offered a $50 million bond, weekly drug tests, a GPS monitor, no contact with witnesses, and no female visitors except family, hoping to secure his freedom. The hip-hop legend and his legal team. The music mogul was denied bail yesterday after federal prosecutors said Sean Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community, adding that he's a flight risk.